Welcome back. It is day 10 of being delusional. That is right, day 10 of doing a 30-day challenge. Oh my gosh, we only have 20 days left to go. So I'm doing 30 days of delusional actions to become a new version of myself, but really just step into the version of me that I've been dying to meet, and getting to know myself a little bit more in my 20s, because how do you know what you want to do in life in your 20s when there's so much out there to do? So part of that is posting every single day on YouTube, whether I know what to say or not, but I'm showing up for myself and doing the things that are uncomfortable in life, because you're going to grow so much when you push yourself. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So this crazy video today, it's actually not that crazy, but my story time is going to be about why running a smoothie bar for maybe like 2 weeks actually got me here. Or why your failures are really not failures. Because I think a lot of the times when we quit something, we think that we failed, or we didn't do what we wanted to do, or we quit our goal, whatever it is. But there's lessons in that, and that's what I'm here to tell you about today. So let's put some context into my life. So I'm Chase. I'm an interior detailer, a world traveler, and yoga teacher right now. I'm here to figure out my 20s, try as many things as possible, and really find what lights me up in this experience in life, because there's so many things out there and I want to experience it all. So back in January of last year, so not this, January 2024, is when I quit my job, or I took kind of like a leave of absence. I was working as a server for 7 years, but I was like, I got this opportunity to take over a smoothie bar. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. I've always wanted to own my own business. This would be a great opportunity to go learn a little bit more about myself and maybe figure out if this is something I want to do. So I took it over not knowing how it was going to play out. And so basically the agreement was I ran the smoothie bar, and whatever profits the smoothie bar made, I would get the profits. Weird agreement, to be honest. This whole thing was kind of funny, but I said, you know what, let's go do something. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to be creative and try something new. So that's what I did. I showed up, and this was at a gym that I was at, and I started planning out what I wanted to do with the place, how I wanted it to be, and I really took full control of it. And I was like, this is so awesome. Like, this is so cool. I get to work for myself, and I'm so excited. And I start planning the menus, I start creating, and I realize I'm like, is this really what I want to do? And so the scheduling was, I was up at 4:30 in the morning, and that is when I would work until about 12 p.m. Like, that was the morning shift, and then I would come back and do the night shift from 4 till 10. And I was like, this is exhausting, and this is not what I want to do. Like, even if this place was doing well, do I really want to be making smoothies? No. Like, I don't want to be tied to a schedule. Like, I really was like, this is kind of like worse than my serving job right now. And I was like, I wasn't making any money. Like, I was getting paid nothing to do this because I wasn't bringing in any profits just yet. And I know it's so new. Like, it takes a while to build a business, but you have to be passionate about building a business, because if you're not, you are going to crash. And it was only like 2 weeks of me doing this, and I was like, I don't have a life. Like, and I don't even enjoy being here. Like, I was exhausted. I couldn't work out. I was just focused on showing up, and I'd maybe make like 5 smoothies a day, and it just wasn't the location for this smoothie bar. And it wasn't even my idea to begin with. I took it over being like, it's an opportunity, amazing, like, it's something I wanted to do. I really was looking for novelty, and it ended up being not what I thought it was going to be. But needless to say, I listened to my intuition there, and I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, thank you for the opportunity, but I am not continuing this. And part of me was like, I'm quitting. I'm giving up early, right? It's only been a couple weeks. I should keep going longer and see if it gets better. But that's not the case, because I don't love it. My heart is not in this. This is not the business I want to grow. I would like to put my energy elsewhere in my life. And so that's when I stepped up for myself, and I said, I'm out of here. Thank you very much, but I'm out. And I've done that for a few jobs. I was working at a stable, like at a barn for horses, and I was mucking the stalls there, and I literally knew within a couple weeks that this is like not my people to work with, and I didn't want to work there anymore, and I left. And so it shows you that you can do anything, in the sense where if you start something, you also have the right to walk away if it's not meant for you. And that doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean that you gave up. It simply means that you're pivoting to something more aligned to where you want to go. And so I think my energy is very precious, and where I put my time and energy matters to me. And so I really wanted to make sure that where my energy was going is something that really lights me up and makes me happy. And so the lessons I learned there was, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to run a smoothie bar. Even if it was the most successful smoothie bar in the world, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make smoothies. I don't want to do it. So the second was that I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to start something new and learn what I need to learn from it. I learned how to create a menu. I learned how to market. I learned a little bit about showing up for my own business, like showing up on days I don't want to show up. And so that was just a little glimpse of what it was like to run my own business. Fast forward to now, I'm running an interior detail business for cars. So that helped me, that little glimpse, maybe probably a month, I want to say, not even, helped me see what's possible, what I can do, and how I can start something on my own. I don't need somebody else to go start it and ask me to go run it. I can start something. And so I started my detail business because I do love cars. I'm passionate about cleaning. I enjoy making my schedule flexible. That was the biggest thing, that I wanted to pick my time. And so I can book clients in whenever I want. I can do a 7 a.m. detail or a 5 p.m. detail, and it's up to me to book in my clients. And that's what I like the most about it. After serving and being in a cafe and working at a smoothie bar, you're always relying on other people, and you have to show up on hours that you don't want to. And I didn't want to do that. And so I'm showing up for myself in other ways and making my time work for myself. But it wasn't a failure to me that I left that smoothie bar. It was an amazing experience, and it taught me a lot about what I wanted to do. And the more you try things is the more you're going to see what resonates with you and what doesn't. And so if you don't try anything, or you're scared to try something because you are going to quit or you're going to not do it, you're going to miss out on this big chance to learn. And so I really take it as a learning opportunity. When I'm given an opportunity to do something, it's a place where I can learn. Either it goes somewhere or it doesn't, but either way, I'm learning something out of the situation. So if you get offered a job somewhere, or you get offered, I'm house sitting, you never know where that's going to lead you to. And so you should just take the risk, go do the thing, and know that you can change your mind. I've changed my mind so many times. And as I start to build this detail business, it's almost been a year of being self-employed. I realized that there's always room to pivot, to turn, to create something new, but you have to start. And so starting at the smoothie bar was scary. I was like, I'm not going to make any money. I'm not going to, like, all of these beliefs came up, and I had to really challenge myself and say, you know what are we going to do? And it was a lesson on learning of what resonates with me, what makes me happy. Like day to day, when you wake up, how can I live the most happy life? And you're in control of your happiness. And that was a big thing I learned, was I get to decide how I want to live my limited days here. And that's part of your 20s, is figuring out what lights you up and what excites you. And so I don't know where my journey is going or where it's leading, but I know all these little steps are leading me to somewhere amazing, somewhere even better than where I am right now, better than I can even imagine. And so I'm taking these lessons that I'm learning in these little opportunities I'm given and saving them up for the time that I need them. They're not wasted. These are skills you're learning along the way to build, what it is that you're going to become. And I think we're always in a hurry to have it figured out, to have that business, that success. And it really doesn't matter. It's about the journey we're on right now, where we're headed, and the little skills we're acquiring along the way. I don't think the 7 years of me serving in hospitality was a waste whatsoever. I loved it at the time, and I was ready to change and go on to something new. And it taught me so many skills, customer service, like the business side of things, just showing up for work. Like, there is so much knowledge in that. And so if you want to take a risk, if you want to create something, don't be scared that you're going to fail, because it's never a failure. It's just a way to learn. It's just a way to experience life. And there's always a better opportunity coming your way if that doesn't work out. So I hope you enjoyed why running a smoothie bar for 2 weeks was exciting for you, or I hope it gives you the clarity to maybe go do something that you're scared to do. Or maybe give yourself a break of, like, if you quit something, if you quit a job that wasn't fulfilling for you, good on you. You listen to yourself. And so here's to the next 20 more days of me being delusional. I don't know who I'm going to become in these next 20 days, but I've already seen a lot of shifts in my life, and I'm already showing up more than I have for myself. So if you want to join along, it's never too late to start your 30 days. We can be delusional together and learn about ourselves in our 20s because we can, and we have free will. So thanks again for watching. I'm Chase Roberts. If you want to subscribe and keep watching, that would be amazing. I super duper appreciate it. And I'm ready to see what the month of August has for us.